And we are off. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Happy Thursday. Happy.
Hi.
Good morning, good
Hi.
evening, good afternoon. Um, why are you not streaming? How is everyone?
Fantastic.
I'm Tabby Dozy.
Yeah.
That is what I like to hear. I know why I can't find this, you feckin' dingus.
I'm just going to share this out.
Uh, Lou has put it onto the wrong one. I haven't put it onto the page. I'm going to have to, if I can quickly change it over. Sorry about this, guys.
Look at my lovely.
Because obviously I've not been paying attention when I've set it up. And I have now put it on. They'll be like, so we'll start this all again, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone, happy Thursday. Second take.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Stupid
Well.
here when I was setting up hasn't paid attention where I was sticking it. And I do mean the show, guys. Literally the show. So I just thought, because I thought it's a bit strange it's not going in the page. I know why it's not going in the page, because stupid here set it to the wrong bloody platform. Honestly, it is one of those nights, folks. So how's everyone's week been?
Amazing.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Amazing. Been great.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
You're back for your holly bags.
I have been. It has been the most funniest, amazing, relaxing holidays I've been on. Yeah.
You definitely look better for it. You definitely look really refreshed.
I need a holiday after a holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You know when they say we're going, like we say we're going for a relaxing holiday and we're just going to take a time out and be relaxed. We didn't do that.
I must admit, do you know what? I always found when I was working is, see when you go on holiday and then you get bored and you're like, I can't wait to go back to work. And you get back to work and you're like, no, I need another holiday.
Totally. We went in thinking like, we're going to relax. We're going to, and have the pool and just be relaxed.
Yeah.
No, oh, Jesus, Lord, take the wheel. No, we did not. We went in as great friends and turned out to even be better friends after that because we had the most beautiful holiday. We met one of our most favorite friends on holidays that she was there by herself. And we said, she was going there for relaxation. Well, it didn't end up like that.
Oh, please.
Let's come over to us. And so it was just the most funniest holidays ever. It was brilliant. We ended up exhausted. The last night we said, right, we're going to go out for some food, a few drinks, go back to our favorite bar and whatnot. We went for food, and I said at the table, I'm ready to go home back because we have to pack and whatnot. And when I say something like that, we know when Jenny has had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have enough, but I was burnt out. And
yeah,
just the best holiday I've ever had. It was so needed. It was brilliant with my best friends. And it was great. I loved it so much. Now we're planning for our next holiday in November.
Hey, Kimmy.
Okay, mate.
Hey. Oh, no. Oh.
What?
What's the matter?
I've accidentally. Hi, Noreen. I'm so sorry, Kimmy. Kimmy, can you see if you can comment again? I think I've made accidentally. I'm having a fucking great night. I think I've just accidentally blocked Kimmy.
I'm so glad it's not. No.
Oh, honestly, everybody.
No.
I think I need a holiday quite personally. Kimmy, sweetheart, if you're still there, can you let me know if you can comment? If you can't, then I'll have to go round about the way to try and unblock you again, and I do apologise.
Oh, no.
It was not meant intentionally.
Oh, I shared it onto my pages so she might see it. Oh, she might not.
Hey Nancy, how you doing?
See.
Honestly, guys, talking about holidays, I thought tonight we will do a really, really good one, and we'll do haunted hotels and hostels. Talking about holidays, so if you are into spooky hotels and spooky hostels, if you have got any stories, please share. Now, the one that I really, really would love to go in and spend a week in would be the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That
It's the most haunted hotel. Oh, hey, Nancy.
Nancy.
See, hi, Nancy.
Kimmy, is Kimmy still there? Please forgive me, Kimmy. I feel terrible. Do you know, Kimmy's probably sitting there going, "You bastard." I don't blame you for calling me a bastard. I am a bastard. But I will make it up to you. Hey, Nando, how are you doing, my love?
Yes.
But the Cecil Hotel is so much history, guys. Now, as everybody knows, you know, you've got Elisa Lam case, and Richard Ramirez even stayed at the Cecil Hotel. And it was built in 1924, and since 1924 it's had a lot of bizarre horrors. Now, everybody knows the Elisa Lam case, and that was the Chinese girl that stayed at the Cecil Hotel. Now, everybody's seen the footage of when she goes into the lift and she's acting really, really bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, she's speaking to someone and she's seeing somebody and she's pressing all the buttons to try and either get the elevator to move or go wherever she's going.
Yeah.
Now, everybody, it's a hard one to call whether it's crime, whether it's paranormal. A lot of people say crime, a lot of people say paranormal. Hey, Mary.
Hi, my lovey.
Or Shane. I'm just saying Mary. It might be Shane. But everybody knows that case. So what turns out is that Elisa Lam had bipolar, and she'd been sharing a room with girls a couple of days before, obviously, she was found. And they reported her being very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre.
Well, I'm going to say something very quick here. Kimmy has just mailed me saying I'm blocked listening. But
shite.
Yeah, so
Kimmy, give me 2 minutes, love, to see if I can figure out what I've done, because
Kimmy, you're blocked by accident. The button was pressed wrong, but Willow's going to undo that. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, Kimmy, I can't do it now while I'm on the live, but what I'll do is, honey, I'll do it when I come off, and I'll see what I've done, because I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute fruit bat. No.
Oh, hello, my love.
But no. I'll tell you what, I'll sort it as soon as I'm done, Kimmy. I do sincerely apologise. Honestly, I've got fat fingers. I've got absolutely fat fingers. I am not kidding. And I'll get that undone. She'll be saying, "I'll never watch your show again, you bitch." But the Cecil Hotel, so
yes, no problem. Laugh my arse off. I know I saw her panic when she did it. Laugh my arse off. So she knows it was a mistake.
Oh, I know. Thank you for your forgiveness, love. That helps.
Kimmy, if you want to say any response you want to say, just text me and I'll let the chat know what you're saying. I have some questions.
She'll be like, "Hey, fat fingers, make sure you press the right button." Oh, it is Mary. She's just woke up. There's a song in there somewhere. I'm an idiot and an arsehole. Oh, believe me, Nancy, I am with fat fingers.
Also, fingers.
Honestly, I'm an idiot. But the thing is, Lisa Lam was acting really, really weird. So when it came to obviously or being missing, the the hoteliers were complaining about water, like the water being dirty and the water being really weird tasting.
Yeah.
When they obviously got the men in to do the work, they found Elisa Lam's body
my good
in
God.
the tunnel, in the big water
Tank, yeah.
container. I find it a bit
But you
strange.
see,
Mhm.
I find it incredibly strange.
when she had
that
to
one.
crawl up the ladder and then lift it
Uh-huh.
up because it's so heavy, you need a man hold to lift it up. And the fact that she
Uh-huh.
got into it and went down and then it closed behind her, that's what they're talking about. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Why did it happen? And
Uh-huh.
was it by herself? Because yes, she was taking medication because she had psychotic episodes, and then the family in Australia were very worried about her because she was traveling without her medication.
Yeah.
So she was stopped taking her medication, so therefore she was having psychotic
Yeah,
moments.
she was tripping. She was tripping.
Right. And then so she was in the elevator and then she was thinking people were seeing her. And then she put herself into that huge tank and then she had to climb up. Whatever was going on with her and that tank, like it's a huge tank, and you have to have one side handle lifted up to get into it. And there's no handles on the inside to put it closed. So why was it closed? Why was it closed?
Yes, that's a bit.
Yeah.
It's an impossibility, really,
Somebody's
unless she
got to
can stand up in
been there
it.
to help with that.
Yeah, unless somebody's done it or she's stood up, and it wasn't that tall. So I don't know how tall she was, but it wasn't too tall for her to be able to stand up, and then pull one over, pull the other one halfway, and then go down and let it slam on top of her.
I think the tanks have got like a depth of 10 foot though.
No, you can't do it then. No. Somebody's done that to her.
Yeah.
And there's no way you'd be able to tread water and put that much thrust into the water to push it up and slide it over.
Right.
No, you wouldn't be able to do it, would you?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
What's Kimmy's second name?
Corpse.
Corpse. How do you spell it, Jenny?
Korpse. Hold on. Let me get it for you. Korpse.
It should have won Bander by now, but I'll sort it out when there was no security cameras. The only security cameras where they picked up Elisa Lam happened to be in the lift, and how peculiar that she was acting. And the thing about it is, it's not the very first time something bizarre's happened at the Cecil Hotel. Now, as everybody knows, it's been at least 16 different murders. There's been suicides, unexplained paranormal events, and it even was a temporary home of Richard Ramirez. It's one of those ones that is pretty scary. Would I stay there? Yeah, I would get a shot. Don't know how long I would last.
I would totally stay there. I would absolutely yes, stay there. And it became one of the most Los Angeles most it was a hotel, and then they just let Tom, Dick, and Harry into it. And so people have lived in it and not just be like, a hotel stay for like a weekend or 2 nights. They lived in they call a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And it was and they say people it's the darkest side of Los Angeles. And
the homeless stay on so many floors of it, didn't they?
Yes.
And I reckon all the drug taking and everything like that's just increased the spiritual activities. And plus, with the drug taking, they do all like these sacrifices of whatever, pigeons, rats, whatever, and just trying to make their lives better. And it had a knock-on effect. and it's really turned the hotel upside down, basically.
Right?
Well, I found a story in 1934. Army Sergeant Borden slashed his throat with a razor. Less than 4 years later, a Marine corpse had jumped from atop of the Cecil Hotel and was found on the skyline of a neighbouring
Jesus.
building. Then in 1944, a 19-year-old awoke in the middle of the night with stomach pains while she was staying at the Cecil. She went to the bathroom so she didn't disturb her boyfriend. To her complete shock, gave birth to a baby boy. She had no idea she was pregnant. Mistakenly thinking her newborn was dead, she threw a live baby out the window and onto the roof of the the roof of the building next door. At her trial, she was found not guilty of murder by reason of insanity, and she was admitted to the hospital for psychiatric treatment. I can hear beep. Oh, there's Tom and his chicken.
Tommy's chicken!
What is he like? I swear to God. Like,
Oh, and then another one was in 1962. A gentleman was walking by the seesaw with his hands in his pockets when he was struck to death by a fallen woman. The woman fell on top of him. She jumped from the 9th floor window after an argument with her husband. And the fall both killed her and the gentleman. Police initially thought that they had committed suicide together.
Wow.
But reconsidered when they found Gianni was still wearing shoes. If he had jumped, his shoes would have fallen off mid-flight. But it's known as one of the most haunted hotels in Los Angeles. Nancy says, my thought, I don't care how psychotic you are, you don't go up on a roof and jump in the tank. You would have jumped off the roof before diving in the tank.
Maybe there's something wrong with that hotel. Maybe there's a lot of
negative energy
lines, bad stuff going on, affecting people's brains. There's too much going on in there. It's it could be anything. It could be anything scientifically proven to be altering people's brains, or there's somebody living in the walls and causing it.
Right. And do you know what? Do you know what made that more? Do you know what that made that hotel more famous was? Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
And I think now more that we have learned about this place, and Ghost Adventures are just this egotistical, stupid, and not respecting a location and the death that has happened in this location, is that there should be and I mean no streaming it, no nothing, scientifically and research, people to go into this location and say, right, no TVs, no nothing. But we have done that personally when we go to investigations and XYZ. But for this particular location and all the locations that we go to, this particular one, to say cameras off, media off, and go to every bloody room in that hotel and find out what it is. More so, find out what the land it was built on.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? Because you have a whole strip of this building, an area, a street. We know that, but what is it with this? Was it the people who have committed suicide? God bless them. Was it people who have passed away in that hotel? What made it so famous? To be too famous for paranormal.
Echo.
It's an echo.
I know it's me. Don't worry about it.
But just stop for a second and just okay, I'll stop talking until the
Wait a minute, I think it's gone.
I reckon because the water was so dirty, She jumped in that tank because it was the only way she could have a clean drink of water. She just didn't drink the water quick enough before she drowned.
Well, then now, Russell, we know the water that they drank was from that tank,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which they knew after what they drank from that tank was like not water, but not filtered water.
It'd be body
Contaminated.
fluids and everything in there.
Like the land that
Body
this,
fluids, yeah.
the land
They
that
did that in a movie called Strange Brew, where they were in a beer tank and they were going to drown, so they had to drink all the beer before they drowned, and they did.
Trust you to say that. Jacqueline said, "Oh, Jacqueline."
Exactly.
But I think they have, like, there's so many things about this woman, and they have to find out, and it's all jokes that will be and whatnot. It needs to know at the end of the day what happened medically, mentally, emotionally. This building has everything got to do with a lot of debt, so obviously it holds a lot of bad energy,
Negative energies, yeah.
right? So what is it the land? What building is next and left and right to it?
Yes, yeah.
What is the land? Why this one particular building that this has happened? Not just, do you know what I'm saying? You have a left building, you have a right building, and they're fine. Why this particular building? What is the land before that it was built on? And no, everyone thinks it's funny and X, Y said, but at the end of the day, so many suicides, so many deaths, and it's all great for paranormal researchers, investigators, but at the end of the day,
Wasn't it built on the Navajo tribe land around that area?
Yes, yep, I've heard about that.
If it's built on that, then obviously they're going to get something without doing anything, really.
And while that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Like Nancy Newlands just said, how many dark people have been there and done what they do and opened the doors to a different world and not closed it. I mean, people go doing Ouija boards.
Right.
If they know how to open it up, that's great. If they don't know how to close it down, then you're in the shit because you've left the gateway open.
Absolutely, because you have these dumb, stupid Tom, Dick, and Harry that will just do because. Oh, sorry, Tom. Tom, you're a pickle. You're not Tom. You're a pickle.
That's what I am.
So it's kind of like, they're doing this pickle, not Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because pickle. But they just do that because they think it's like fun, and they get their one shot at it, and then leave it open, and then the next team comes in, and it's more media, it's more social. But at the end of the day, it's lives, it's research, it's lives that. This is what social media does when it comes to this bull crap. When it comes to paranormal, where's Willow gone? When it comes to paranormal,
it's like shaking a bottle of pop and just letting the top off and everything just and you can't control it because everyone just keeps shaking the bottle.
Right? Yeah. Stop being stupid. Stop being like, I'm the gung ho. I got this. I got that. But you have the proper people who are researching. And we have.
I do agree with Zach Baggins. That teacup was definitely demonic. Definitely demonic.
Well, you said that people think it's funny and stuff like that with the death and the suicides, and that may not be funny. But what was funny was the fact that you put the words "ghost adventures" with "scientific" in the same sentence.
No, I didn't mean that. What I was saying was you have ghost adventures, and then I said, and then you have scientific people, and researchers, and so on, and then ghost adventures made it famous. But like I said, I didn't put them together. I said ghost adventures, and then we have.
Why didn't you put them together? I just said that they were in the same sentence, and that
was they're totally absolutely not.
Because oh my God. I feel so evil right now, and I'm so possessed, and I'm so angry, and I could just punch this guy here. Why instead of me punching you, why don't you go in the other room and be alone and get scared and run out?
Right? I'm a Ghostbuster. I'm a Ghostbuster. No, I didn't put them in the same scientific path in the same way what we're talking about at all. No, I couldn't talk a shit. But I think that's castle. Not that castle now. I'm saying castle because I'm in Ireland.
Yeah.
I think the hotel is it's from all of us in this field and people who are watching and paranormal people around the world. The Cecil Hotel is just something that is what was built on the land, like Lynn was saying, what was built on the land,
Yeah.
and it's just a lot. It's a lot. And why has the investigation there not contaminated between the left and right of the building that was beside that hotel?
Yeah.
Which is what my question is. Why that particular hotel? And I probably get, people stay there and they pass away and they have a shop next door and left door and so on, that it's just a shop. But why was the land not the same and the shop's not the same as the hotel? If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I believe that when that place opened, people obviously enjoyed it for say 3 months or so, and then people were just going as a way for an ends to a mean to commit suicide, basically, because that's what a lot of hotels are used for.
And sometimes it was a cheap hotel that people just paid for to go for a cheap hotel because it was cheap.
Yeah.
Not to commit suicide, but it was just cheap.
Yeah. Somewhere to
get
beds down for the night.
Yeah.
When I go, I'm not going to be in any one place for any extended period. I'm going to be everywhere. First off, I'm going to be messing with everybody I know that's still alive. That's a given.
Yeah.
Absolute given. But I'm going to see everything I always wanted to see.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in any one place,
No.
I can't. I couldn't imagine. And if I was anchored to one place, oh my God, then I definitely would become like evil, because it would just drive me mad.
So it's there's a lot of people's opinions of this hotel. There's a lot of opinions on it, funny and sad and like myself and Lynn saying about the land it was built on.
Yeah.
But the question would be, I would love to interview people next door of shops that they own or homes they own.
Yes.
If they have the same, do they hear something? Do they hear something on the walls from the hotel? If they're next door to them, and they are next door to them, and do they hear something? Do they have something? And maybe some will say yes, maybe some will say no. Some will say no because they don't want to get into the media of it. Maybe some will say yes, but say, yes, this has happened, because it doesn't just happen in one building. It's a land and it's earth, and so people focus on this hotel and not the place and the land that it is built around. So that's what I think people need to focus on, apart from the hotel.
Yeah.
Look beside it and ask them what's happening in your place.
Yeah, are they having anything the same as?
Right.
Are they on that land that the energy line on that land, is it affecting their buildings? And it's like, so if they were shops, people aren't going to go there and commit suicide in the shops, but they will go to a hotel where they can hide themselves away and do what they want to do and get it out the way.
Right.
Yeah, it's kinky.
I know.
It wasn't. Didn't Ghost Adventures going back to that wonderful paranormal team? Didn't they interview the shopkeepers across the road?
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
I think on one of them, I think it was to do this Cecil Hotel. They interviewed the shopkeepers across the road and see if they had anything going on, and they had little bits, but nothing bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they'd seen like tribal people walking through the shop. So it was definitely built. It was built on the Navajo tribe or something that's for that area. So that's how they came up that they knew it was on this Navajo
sacred burial land. Yeah.
It was sacred land, and they built on it.
Yeah, that's what Lynn was saying.
But I think the actual hotel was built on the burial ground, tribal burial ground,
Right.
which is
Goodness.
another reason why it is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? But see, to this day, for how many years do we know of this hotel? And who is going to give that landmark to say, right, we have this, we have landmarked underneath the hotel at XYZ. We have now claimed that this, or can state that this is a land of the Native Americans. Who has done that to this day? Today, all we talk about is the hotel, the hotel, the hotel. What about the land, as we said? Who has gone through the history, the address, the history, and the back history of the land before the hotel was built on?
Yeah.
So we can all talk about the hotel all the time, and the hotel gets all the recognition and X, Y, Z. But enough of the hotel. Now, what needs to be talked about is what was the hotel built on?
Yeah. What was there before?
Yeah.
So when I get people that have contacted me, my house is haunted, I'm seeing things, and I write name, address, postcode, everything like that, and the first thing I do is look what that house was built on, and I go as far back as I possibly can.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most of the time it was an old farm dwelling, and you look up any deaths on that farm dwelling. Yeah, you've got a death here. Yeah, that could coincide with what you've been seeing in your garden at this point here. Then you cross-reference it all, and the shadow that they see in a certain part of their garden used to be the slaughterhouse where somebody got killed. It could be, not saying that it is, but it could be that person showing themselves. But then you have to go.
Yeah, and also, sorry, Richard. And then you've got to think about also, like you say about what it's built on. Is it underground water systems? Water carries energy, doesn't it?
Right. And I think what people have focused on was this hotel. Like I said before, the hotel. And no one wants to know, because they want to know the paranormal.
I mean, you don't know. There could have been some kind of structure there beforehand, before the hotel, even like after the the natives that were there originally. Yeah. But
I agree with you, Tom.
There could have been something else there that could be what's causing it.
I agree with you. Yeah.
You do have to do the physical history of places. I mean, not even just in the paranormal, like in what I do online with my videos. Like I try to find as much history as I can about every place I go to. Now I don't always find everything. And people let me know in the comments when I guess Lois went to poop.
Let's go tend to the chickens.
She's
hitting the thunderbox. You know. But no, I mean it's important to do the history to understand the whole thing. And I would assume with the paranormal, it's the same thing, because like the history could speak to why there's things going on. It may not have anything to do with the hotel. It could be maybe there was a neighborhood there at one point.
Right. I totally agree with Tom. I totally agree with Tom.
You've got to do your history work before you do anything sort of paranormal based, really. It's all right going along with your K2s and your EMF meters and everything, but you've got to do the history to find out why you're getting that.
And here in America, anywhere you are, there was Native Americans, you know what I mean? Like even at the park that I work at, that can go back to the Lenape tribe. Yeah, I'm flexing my intelligence here and my research, but it goes back to an Indian tribe called the Lenape, and they owned the land. Well, they didn't own the land, but they lived on the land. And then William Penn came from England because the king at the time said, you can have all of the land in this area, which is now Pennsylvania, and he said you can call it whatever you want. And he wanted to call it Sylvania, which is after somewhere where he came from, maybe in England or whatever. Is there a place called Sylvania?
There's a country in Europe called Slovenia, isn't there?
Yeah. And he wanted to call it that, but then the king said, "Well, why not make it your own? Call it Pennsylvania." So, I mean, he did, But he went around to every tribe in the area, and he gave them goods. He exchanged goods for the land, even though he was already deeded the land. That deed meant nothing to the people that lived on the land, you know.
Yeah.
So he went around and he had conversations with them. And my park was one of the first places that he went to do that. So I have history going that far back. Past that, I have, there's nothing documented about the Native Americans that lived on the land, other than the fact that they were called the Lenape. So, it's always important to do the history.
But the land is always land. We think we're the first ones here. I mean, some people do and some people don't. Like when Tom was saying, back, we have Native American Indians. In Ireland, we have, Irish people who lived here before, and then the history took over and so on, and kind of came in and tried to destroy Irish people and our language and so on and so on.
Yeah.
This is so much history.
Yeah.
And so we used to speak, my friend said to me today, Jenny, do you speak Gaelic? And I'm like, no, it was taken away from me because we were not allowed to speak Gaelic. So therefore, I did not know my own language.
Yeah.
It's a crazy language, especially in written words.
Oh, listen, I don't even understand half of it myself.
I saw my last name spelled out in Gaelic, which at way back in time, the name was McAnally instead of McAnally. And there's a bunch of G's, H's, and F's in it. I'm like, how the hell do you?
Listen, it happens. Hi, Kate. Michael, Tom. Tom once killed a bird with 2 stones with 1 bird. He once went to a psychic to warn her.
This is all leading up to the most interesting man on YouTube.
His business card says, "I'll call you." Listen, his business card talks shite because he said he would call me the next day and he never called me. In the museum, he's allowed to touch all the art on every continent in the world. There's a sandwich named after him.
Holy shit, that's so funny.
Nancy's like, don't get John started. Jen started. Uh-oh. And his mother has a tattoo that says...
Oh my goodness.
Well, real quick, while we're joking and everything, I got to get in. Jen, so how does it feel now that you've crossed over?
Crossed over to where?
50s.
Crossed over to where?
The 50s.
Oh,
Now that you become one of us.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Tom. I'm like 45. I have no idea.
Oh.
Well, do you know what, Tom?
So you're still in denial at this point.
She's gone off.
Jenny, right now, she's gone to the bathroom. She's not here right now. She's gone to the bathroom.
I see you.
You know what, Tom, do you know what I feel when I came into my 50s? I feel if I was like 45, 46, 47, 48, and now I'm at that point where when I say, fuck around and find out.
Yeah. I mean, there's a little transition time where it's weird to say
it was hard.
You're 50, but then when it becomes natural and it just flows out and you don't think about it, that's when you go, oh my God.
Right. Someone said to me, right? Some guy said to me a few days ago, how old are you? And I'm like, okay.
23.
And I'm like 50.
Just wait till you go to the doctors and they say things like, well, at your age, that's the most fun part right there. I wanted to knock him out. I'm like, what did you say to me?
Tom, I went on holidays last week and I'm just trying to get my voice back. I was doing the Sika on the beach. I was like, woohoo! We were in Lanzarote. And I was like, my friends were sitting on the chair and I'm sitting on the beach. And they said, Jenny, what are you doing? And I'm like, with the Sika, with a big pipe. And I'm like, no, I'm like smoking a Sika. They said, what flavors do you want? And they said, we have mint, we have flavors, we have this. And I was, give me a mint. I'm smoking the Sika. And I woke up one morning and I said to the women, he said, Jenny, we're going for breakfast. I'm like, yes, probably. I can't do it.
Oh, you poor lamb.
Now, there are pictures that can be seen and pictures that will never be seen ever. Like ever. But let me tell you, when I turned 50, it was kind of like a turning point for me to say, oh my goodness. Before, when I was in my 40s and I said, fuck around and find out, and I don't underestimate me, I'm now at the point when I'm saying, fuck around and find out. Don't underestimate me.
And now is when the real drinking can start.
I got worse when I say, fuck around and find out. And never underestimate me. Like I said, my friend to me said, Jenny, what do you mean by that? And I said, listen, darling, after 20 years, I've got someone in prison after 20 years in the last 2 months. Fuck around and find out. I'm like, we're not doing that today. I like fuck around and find out with me. We're not doing that. We're not never underestimating Jennifer. Fuck around with me and definitely find out. Do you know what I said when this person went to prison and he's being sentenced in November? And I said, do you know what he's not going to do for Christmas? And they said, what? Going home for Christmas. I'm not going home for Christmas. He's not going home for Christmas. And I'm like, and that's what we say when I'm turning my 50s. And I'm like, never fuck around and find out with Jennifer. They will always be away.
But yet everybody knows her number. It's 8675309.
Where he's like, sorry guys, I'm just fucking about here, trying to find
on the live feed.
Because I'm that stressed that what?
You shouldn't be doing that on a live feed. You'll get censored.
Yeah.
You're just fucking about.
Listen, I am quite surprised at Master J streaming that I haven't been censored. I'm very, very surprised for some of the things that I have said. Kate says, have you caught
I have
the
no
sun,
idea what
Tom?
the hell she's talking. She must be on some serious drugs right now.
She's on acid, but don't tell her that I told you that
she's taking shrooms.
She's on the old acid.
She's taking shrooms. That's what it is.
Right. Kimmy, my love, I will look after the show because I'm sitting here trying to rack my fucking brain. I swear to God, I'm cutting my fat fingers off. That's what I'm doing so that I can't do any more damage while I'm here. But the other one, there's a lot of different ones. What about and the likes of Ireland, Jenny? Where?
In Ireland for hotels.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's 2 hotels in Ireland where we had investigated.
No,
and
I'm not. That's the lighting coming in from that way. I'm not sunburned. I am not sunburned.
You're sunburned. You're sunburned.
No, it's not. It's not. It's the lighting during the day. You see me at night when I'm on a live feed. I look pale. Well, I don't look pale. I look tan. I only look pale like here and like here.
Oh, show me your muscles again.
No, I don't.
There's a place you're working out with the beers.
1, 2. I just do 2 sets right there. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get too drunk because I still have date night tonight. So
there's a place in Cavan in Ireland, obviously about the Middle West, that we investigated, and we had an investigation. It's a great, oh my goodness, it's a fantastic place. The hotel was closed at one point, and then so my team went into, not the team I have now, a team that I was on before, went in to investigate it, and it was just newly been rebuilt. That turkey looks like it's got sunburn, and it looked like it was rebuilt. And so I had the team up in the bed and so on, these ladies on the bed and whatnot. Then a few days later, the team owner had made me and said, Jenny, was there a man in the room with you? And I said, no, I wouldn't do that. This is not how I work. I would never do that. I said to the women at the end of the night, shut the fuck up, stay quiet, and shut up. These women, big, large women, who jumped in this bed that was newly made and jumped onto it thinking it was great. And I'm like, for fuck's sake. So when the team owner had mailed me or video called me the next day, said, Jenny, was there a man in the room with you? And I said, no, there was no man in the room with me. This was in Cabra Castle in Cavan in Ireland. And so he played me the audio back. And so the women were making a mess of the bed. And you can hear his accent saying, they're certainly making a wreck of the bed. And I said to Mick, I said, no, there was no man in the room with us. And it was literally like he was standing beside me saying it. They're certainly making a wreck. They're certainly making a wreck of the bed, because these large ladies were on the bed and thinking it was funny and, like, you know, doing what they were doing. So
what were they doing?
They were messing. The big fat large arses were messing the fucking bed up.
A good time.
They were on the bed, like it was like 4 large ladies on the bed, because the hotel was being rebuilt and the rooms were just ready for the hotel to open up. And, you know, the beds were made, the bathroom was made, it was beautiful. These large women, it's like 4 or 5 in the morning time, and I'm like head of the team, and they're jumping onto the bed saying, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. And I'm like, oh my God, like stop. The beds are decreased and everything's decreased. I said, girls, you know, it's like 5 in the morning. Mick's going to radio me saying, Jenny, we can hear noise upstairs. And I'm the one that has to control these people, and Mick's going to get on my arse, and I'm going to have to get on their arse. But I find these people, when you take on a team families, they say to you, oh, don't mind me and your family. And that's why you don't take family members on with you in a team sometimes, because they don't give a shit what you say. They totally disrespect you.
Yeah.
So that's why. Oh, totally. And that's why I don't do that. But then these big, large women were on the bed saying, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. And I'm like, oh my God, how can you fit 1 on the bed and you got 4 on the bed? Like, for fuck's sake. And then this team founder had made me say, Jenny, because we would always correspond, because there was always me, Mick, and another woman. And we'd always correspond. It didn't happen. I just joined a team, and then we just gelled, and we just like, we're doing audio, we're doing whatever. He goes, Jenny, what was going on here? And I said, blah, blah, blah. I said, there was nothing going on here. They just jumped onto the bed. And X, Y, Z. He goes, who was the man in the room with you? And I said, there was no one in the room with us. No one. He said, okay, listen to this. So I listened to it, and I said, I promise you, in all of my life and all my audio work that I've done in my life, there was no man in the room with us apart from a redneck turkey. That Tom is just showing up right now. And, and I swear to God, he said, and in northern accent, they're certainly making a wreck of the bed now. They're certainly making a wreck of the bed. And I'm like, oh my God. It what happened. Now, we haven't investigated location again, because it's just been held for, I think, weddings and so on. But there's been Cabra Castle. There's been, castles that you can stay in.
Yeah.
The other castles that I do, like Leb Castle and Redwood Castle, are castles that we just investigate. But castles that you staying in for a hotel, I've stayed in these hotels, and like, and I always said I will never ever stay in a castle or a hotel again, not knowing what I know. Because before I did, like, we're staying in the castle, that's great. Now we're going to a castle, I'm like, oh my God, what room am I going to get? What room am I going to get? Is it going to be the haunted room, or is it going to be this room or that room? But there's a lot of rooms and castles in Ireland. So, yeah, so that castle would have been in Castle Bellingham, about 20 minutes away from me. Right. And we can talk about castles all night. I've been to a lot of castles, so we can talk about castles all night. But we're not going to talk about all the castles, because I've been to a lot of them. And so, yeah, Cabra Castle is one of the a great Castle. I remember being in the the hot tank outside, or the room, the boiler room. We were
Mhm.
Mhm.
time we were in it and we were calling out, and I didn't run my team at the time, so I'm under someone else's team. So they wanted to leave, and I'm like, I want to stay here because I want to ask more questions. I'm like saying, do you want us to stay here? Is there someone here? Do you want us to stay here? And XY said, when we listened back to the audio, I remember hearing him saying, please don't leave.
Oh,
And I was like, and I felt so bad, so bad, so bad. And when we left, I went back with a friend of mine who doesn't do paranormal and just wanted to be in a hotel. And I wanted to go to that place again to say, I'm here, I'm back here. But I couldn't because I was with someone who doesn't do paranormal.
yeah.
So Cabra Castle and Castle Bellingham are two good castles.
Right.
Two. Yeah.
What about you, Richard? Do you know any?
I know the Station Hotel in Dudley. Not one of my favourite places for certain reasons. There's actually the parameter I went to the weekend. They've got one room there that's haunted. That's Sketchy Grange Hotel.
Yes. How did it go?
It was good, yeah. It was good. We also didn't have what was his name? The past life regression bloke. He'd got COVID, so he couldn't do his talk.
Got it. Yeah.
But all the talkers they were all pretty good from what I saw of them. I didn't see them all, but they all had good reports, like talking to people.
Yeah.
Interesting one. The last one that I saw there was Kate Terrell's talk on on a farm in Lincolnshire or something, and the family got sort of infested by spirits.
Oh, God.
And it was down, I believe it was down to this 16-year-old girl that they took on at the age of 16, and everything seemed to sort of resonate around her, and I believe that's due to her being 16 and hormonal and everything filtered, taking energy out of her and feeding off her and putting it out into the ether, and that's why stuff was happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they've got there was a chicken farm basically, and they had a barn full of about 250 odd chickens, and it was that bad that they had that due to what was going on the previous nights, they'd got the police there, and there was a guard on the door to this barn, just in case anybody tried to mess about with chickens. And the following morning, they went out to the guard, took him a cup of tea, opened the doors, and all the chickens were dead with broken legs and slit throats.
No.
And there was no sound of anything happening.
Oh my.
Well, if the thing is, you'd have heard the chickens because they'd have been clucking and screaming.
You would have done.
Yeah.
You would have. John, you'd have heard all that, and it was just silent. He didn't report any sounds or anything.
That's crackers, that. Crackers.
It's absolutely, it's mental. But I know of the area of this farm, so I might do a little bit of digging and might have to sort of pay a slight visit.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're welcoming paranormal teams in there.
Oh.
But if I go with plain clothes with that Dutch Courage Paranormal on them, then I should be all right.
Yeah.
Follow me on Facebook.
Wow.
Sorry, you kept saying chickens. I
Well, you're quite within your rights, John. But, that was good. And another one where I couldn't disagree with the footage that I saw was from Dave Aldrin from Birmingham UFO Group. That was it was quite good. Actually, it was security camera footage because he used to work for a security camera business. And he set the security camera up because they were getting strange stuff. They kept waking up and there's glimpses of greys leaving the room. So they'd obviously been in the room, so they were leaving the room. And the one night, on his wife's side, bed covers went up. She went arched backwards in a way that you just wouldn't be able to do. And she just the bedclothes just dropped and she wasn't in there. So she'd gone for about 10 minutes and then suddenly the bedclothes come back. She's arched and she drops down. As she drops down, it wakes her husband up. And it's just like, well, what was it? How the hell did that happen?
Yeah.
It was just I couldn't discredit that footage, what I saw. But yeah, it was good.
Good. That's good.
I did some digging on from what Sketchley Grange used to be and going back to, I think it was the 12th century, it was just farming land with a couple of buildings on it. And nothing that can link it to anything that's paranormal.
Yeah.
Hey, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
So listen, I have to jet out because I have to go make my dad's grilled cheese.
Oh no! Please don't leave me all by myself.
You're not by yourself. There's 4 other people. Well, 3
I know,
other people.
but
and I'm sure Robert will come in if you ask him nice. He's in the comments.
I know, yeah, Robert, get your ass in this chat, my friend.
Is he part of your one of your chats where you posted the link?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, then, Robert, come in. Take my place, man. I need to go tend to Dad before I go to date night. So I have to shower and stuff yet. Tonight. Yeah, it's usually Wednesdays, but we put it off a night because she was working late yesterday. So.
Oh, how is Miss Stephanie?
She's good. You know, been working. She went through craziness with her sister's bridal shower. I helped set things up and everything. It was co-ed. I was one of 3 guys there, so you know, the estrogen was overflowing in the place. But that's all right. You know, it was free. It was free mimosas and breakfast and all that. So it was good.
That's because you're a stunning man.
I'm a what?
A stunning man.
A stunning man?
Yes.
Well, did she freeze? Look, I am so stunning that I froze her computer. Oh wait, there she is. There she is.
She moved.
Her eyes are moving.
Her eyes are moving.
Yeah, she's But anyway, I got to go make Dad his dinner and then get showered and shaved and stuff.
It's
I'm all
lovely to see you.
Oh, it's always good to be here. I had to pop in. You know, I saw what was going on. I figured, well, I had a little free time. I'm gonna pop in.
Very good. Yeah.
But I will see you all later.
All right then.
And they're good.
Bye, Pickle.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
See you, Tom.
Slán.
Bye-bye. Yeah, see, I don't go to many hotels. In fact, I don't go to any. I think I've been to, apart from holidays. But I went a couple of years ago. I got invited down to Dartmouth.
Hello.
And I got invited down. And they
said, come on.
You've
got to be kidding me on.
I'll go. So there was me.
Right, guys, I need to turn my tablet off and turn it back on because you're all silent.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. What's that?
Now you're lopsided.
Oh.
Other way around.
Okay, puppy.
No.
So quite my dogs.
That way.
Fuck.
That way.
Sorry.
What hotel did you go to then?
I know. Welcome. Oh, where's my camera gone?
Do you want me to tell you the story about a hotel I went to?
Yes, please.
That was haunted. Right, I got invited a couple of years ago by Eve Hamilton. She invited me down to Dorset with some of a friend. So, and I said, right, okay. So we went down there, long way to go, especially from where I live. We went down, we travelled down with her. I went to meet her where she lived at the time. Then we went and picked Neil Hutchins up. And then we went down to Dorset and we stayed, and it was called the Royal Castle Hotel in Dartmouth, right? Lovely old hotel, loved it. So we arrived there late afternoon. So me and Eve shared a bedroom, and Neil had his own bedroom. So we'd done a tour of everywhere, and then we went and we had an hour before we went out and met everybody in the hotel. So Eve was on that bed there and I was on this bed here. So I was just nodding off and things started happening in the room. So it was a lot of tinkling and movement over by the tea. So I said, I sat up, I said, can you hear that? She went, yeah. And on that side of her, further down, which you couldn't reach from the bed, there was tea sets, spoons, and all that sort of stuff. So I went over and I was knocking things. I've got to find out what's causing it. Knocking things, nothing was happening. I went out on the corridor. I walked up and down past the by there, nothing. I then ran up and down there, nothing was happening. So I thought it was a bit stranger. Anyway, I said, right.
Vibration then.
There was nothing that we could find that was causing it. So anyway, got back on the bed and I just started to nod off. And the bed started shaking like that.
Ooh.
And I looked. I said, is your bed shaking? She said, yeah. I said, I'm going to have a look at this, I said, because either we'll buy where the washrooms are but it was in a big square, so there wasn't hardly any traffic, if you know what I mean. If it was a lot of wagons and that going, but we were higher up, but there was nothing like that. So later on, when we went down to meet all the guests who were coming in for this ghost hunt, they said to us in reception, how are you getting on? And we said, yeah, it's all right. A couple of strange things happened in our room, like. And they said, well, we're not surprised you're in the most haunted rooms that we've got. I said, oh, right, okay.
Oh, wow.
And they said, aren't you scared? I went, no. So we just went back to sleep. But we asked them whether there was washrooms there nearby, because if there was washers on, that could have caused it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I went through everything that I could think of.
Yeah.
Central heating, nothing. Nothing. So that night,
no reported earthquakes.
Yeah, nothing. There was nothing, right? So anyway, we met the guests and we split them up into groups. So there was 3 groups. I had a small group, Eve did, and Neil did, and we went off and we went round these fabulous rooms and that, and in that. Anyway, mine was pretty quiet, apart from some scrying in this old wardrobe, the mirror on an old wardrobe. This woman was made up. It was, you know, her face was changing and all. It was really good. It was a good session. But that was about the only one we had. So when we went down and we done in the bar area, I was convinced that, because I pick things up under my feet, so I was convinced that this part of the bar, which was by a fireplace, underneath there was tunnels. You could feel them coming through your feet. Anyway, there was like escape tunnels out of there.
Oh my gosh.
So when we were doing a session there was only about 5 of us. So when
Here
I
I go.
was doing this session,
Yeah. Good day.
Right.
I was getting this lady through
Right,
and gave her the name Rose. And we were teasing her a bit. Anyway, glasses started to smash. So I run over behind the bar, and there was anybody anywhere near there, but there was glasses smashing, and I thought, well, either they haven't been put on the shelves right, but there's been nobody there to knock them off.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? I have to look at everything. I can't just say, oh, a ghost. Well, these women were shitting themselves. But I thought it was the most exciting thing I'd done for ages, having glasses thrown around. I thought it was amazing. So that was my little experience down in a hotel, and I thought it was amazing. I'd stay there again. I would stay there again.
It's
But the
definitely
whole
good.
area was full of energy lines, little houses that draw you to it, old pubs like 500 years old that you want to go in and you can feel the atmosphere. It's amazing. So, hi, Robert. How are
Hi,
you?
Robert. How are you?
I've missed your handsome face. Hi, Sarah. How you
Hi, Sarah.
doing? We're grand. I hope you're well.
That's
too,
my
honey.
friend Sarah in Ireland. She's ISL, Irish Sign Language. So when I say hi, I say hi. So I do a little sign with her in the background.
Oh, bless.
But
So I'm on my phone now.
Are you on the phone now?
Your tablet knackered now, then.
Oh, it's been a dick. Been
Very
an
needy.
absolute dick. Sorry, Lynn, what you saying, my honey bunch?
Oh, well, we've got an old pub. We've got a few around here, but one in particular that we've done a few ghost hunts in there, called the Ferry Hotel. So if people are listening to this now, they'll know what I mean, and they know where it is. It's still there, but it's been shut down for years now. And I've done quite a few ghost hunts in there. Now, the first thing I picked up on in there was downstairs in the cellar. The cellar was humongous. I love cellars. I find a lot of really weird, not normal things go on down in them cellars, or they have done. And I tend to pick
the first
up
place I head to is the cellars of any building. If it's got a cellar, I'm down there.
And
That's where all the deepest, darkest shit's going to go on.
Yeah. And the first thing I picked up on there was this hanging and a rape down there. And that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, that actually happened, because it was a very popular pub, but it was a rough pub. You know what I mean? There's a little girl in there that was, how would I say? I'd say she was in the early 1900s. I'd say 1930s, something like that. There's a young girl there. But the best piece of evidence that we had off there, they had CCTV on, which was on all through the night. And they actually picked up one night, and they showed us. They picked up on this. There was 3 people sat around a table having a drink and a fag, because years ago they used to smoke. Well, we've all smoked in pubs.
Yeah.
And they were sat, and you could see them. But where they were, where the camera was actually filming, it's all gone there. But it was the same one as it used to be. So that was a very interesting. Yeah, it's a shame about that. It's a good pub that was, but it's all gone now. It's all shut down. There's not many around. But castles, yeah, I've got castles, a lot of castles around here. Flint Castle's quite haunted. And ours is, me and my son go up to the Ulo Castle now and again at night time recording. And we've had a few things from there, like don't go. Please don't go. Yeah. We want you to stay. But there's a lot of it tends to go with the energies of the moon on that castle. So depending on what moon it is, the energies build up there. we've been there quite a few times where we've heard cats. And these cats, 1 minute they're over here, the next second they're here, the next second they're down there. And you follow them, they'll have you chasing them all around the outside the castle and the inside the castle. And this is a couple of years ago now. And then what happened was one night, I think it was the blue moon was on. And I met people up there and we walked through. This cat come. There was a cat. And I thought, I wonder if this is the one. So this cat would belong to somebody because it was a black cat and it just kept moving itself around my legs. It wouldn't leave me. So I took people through part of the woods that they didn't know. Took them through. This bloody cat, right? It was running ahead of me and it was literally showing people the way to go up to the castle from this different area. And it went right the way up there with us. It would not leave me alone, but we were still hearing this other cat. And I think it's an entity because it's trying to draw you to different places. I really feel that we found an entity there and it made us quite, it feel it was unright there. It was unright. But the week after, no, it was that night actually, we were calling for owls. And this owl turns up. You couldn't have made it up. It's like my son, it was like 6 foot away from my son. And you'll see it on my TikTok anyway. It's the first one I've got there. And this owl turns up. I haven't put all the video of the owl, but the owl's there. It flies in, sits on this fence at the castle, and he gets up to 6 foot away from it. They didn't move. Didn't move. And within maybe 20 seconds, it turns around like that and then just flies off again. But there's a lot of stuff. We've got Emlyn. I've told you about Emlyn up there before, haven't I? The archer. You've seen the pictures of him last week. Yeah, there's a nun that goes up there called Nora. Her name's not really Nora, but we know her as Nora the nun. It's haunted by...
See, I knew that Noreen was up to things at night time.
Yeah.
You don't really know what Lynn gets up to
I've
at
got
night
you,
time.
Noreen.
So yeah, there's quite a few hauntings. What about you, Richard? Have you got any haunted hotels down there on the other side of the planet?
On the other side. You're on about Robert then?
Robert, sorry, yeah, Robert.
Yeah. You're talking about me. Yeah, there are a few. I was wanting to try and get into a few of them, but I couldn't find out who owned them to be able to access the areas. Like up in the far north of Queensland, there's a place near Innisfail, I think it was. Yeah, Innisfail. There's a place there that I'm dead set sure was definitely haunted. It was the Cane Cutters bar or pub, because Innisfail is right in the middle of the sugarcane sort of area of northern Queensland. Feel that there was something in there, but as I said, I could not find who owned it to be able to ask them if I could go in and investigate. There's a number of other places I've been to that I'm sure had something in them along the way, up and down. And I'm sure that when we get down to our new place in Victoria, there'll be places down there too. Undoubtedly, there'll be something down that way. The area we're going to has quite a lot of it's a pine logging area, so there'll be bound to be something in there as well, I'm sure. So
I'm sure
Can I ask you?
Nora.
Yeah, Lynn.
Can I ask you, Robert? Do you think there is a lot of activity in different areas down there, maybe where there was spiritual places belonging to the Aboriginal tribes?
I'm sure of it because the first encounter I had was with an Aboriginal in the bathroom that was me and my sister's area, because my parents had their own little bathroom in their room, but then we had our own up the hallway going to our rooms. There was an Aboriginal. He was standing with a spear in his hand, one leg up on his knee, and he was dressed for the war, all the war paint on, long white beard and mustache, and he had the red headband on as well. So yeah, that's the first encounter we saw when we were living at the house. And my sister then went into archaeology and found out that was a meeting place for
It's
the
amazing.
Aboriginals. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah, see, we're picking up patterns here, aren't we? Really, it's like this place in America. There's not just that hotel, lots and lots of different places over there where activities going on
All of them
sacred land. It's all down to spirituality, beliefs, energies from the ground, the area that where it is, and it's all
where they've imprinted.
Exactly. So that's really an interesting thing. So you're picking up. It's like a pattern emerging, really, isn't it? It really is.
Do you know what? I'm a great believer because of the ley lines, because there was my first ever investigation was actually at a hotel. And People's is actually known as a witchcraft town. And a lot of the activity and the ley lines was just amazing. When I went to Barney Castle, as I've said before, we went in, on the door says prepare to meet thy God. And it's like, holy shit, what a welcoming for a hotel. Prepare to meet thy God. And there is hotel guests who've woke up during the night with people in their room, hearing people talking outside their door when there's no one there.
Yeah.
There's been a case of where there was a maid who was thrown out one of the windows because she was pregnant with our master's baby. Now everybody knows back in the day that was a scandal. And it's things like that they hear. Even the manager used to hear his name being called. If he was like in a room or if he was walking away, we'd sure to hear his name. And we did an EVP where actually we said, can you name one of the hotel staff? And it named him. And I've never seen somebody change colours so fast because it said clear as day, his name.
It's amazing how many times we have gone to many castles and locations to say that the women were the ones who had thrown themselves off the buildings because they were pregnant or they didn't want to be pregnant and so on. And it's the history of the women who had the most of it that had the dark suicide, if we can say that. I'm going to say the word suicide, that the women who were impregnated by these higher people, and they have a wife and they have 2-3 wives, and the maid was the one who was pregnant, and they are the ones who committed suicide. And it's just kind of like when we go to history, and it's basically like what they lived in that day to what they live in this day as well at the same time.
Yes, because they never had rights, did they?
Right. And I always say, not all history is written in these books. Only when we go to investigate these locations do we know and hear of these women. And I've said it for a million times. And I know when I said the first thing, and I know I hear many people saying it from my ex-members or my ex-people that has worked with me. Now they are talking the talk that I talk. I'm like, you're welcome. You're fucking welcome. That when I say, and I talk because I'm in this field 18 years, they're in the field 1 year or 2 years. And now they're talking the field like they've been in the field for 18 years, but they've listened to me because I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
When you have these little minuscule people who say, and they say these words, and I'm like, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Only because you've wrote on my tailcoat. I always say, these places are a jigsaw puzzle, and you can read history books.
That's a good word, that jigsaw puzzle.
Jigsaw puzzle. But let me tell you, two week, 1 week, 1 year people are talking the words that I've spoken after 18 or 19 years in this field. They have been on my team, and yet they talk my words because they have taken my words and use it on their own side. And I'm like, Jesus, I am too goddamn pretty to go to prison. I am too pretty to go to prison.
Do you know what this is the problem, Jenny, is that half of these places that we go into, well-known places, right, and you could find stuff in them. Now, this is why I'm quite jealous of America. In America, it's so easy to find everything right down to the finest of the pins when you're doing research. What I found as a researcher researching places was, in the UK, it is, excuse my French, guys, it's fucking diabolical, because trying to find any information on places
This is what
I mean, you could be pulling your
This is
hair
what I
out.
say. This is what I say. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, Riddle. This is what I say. When we work our asses off and we investigate and we research of these locations, and people just jump into you and say, well, we know this. You would never have known nothing about this place if it wasn't for the people who genuinely are working their fucking asses off for many years. And they jump in your bandwagon and they take it over and say, we got this, we got that. I love that for you. I love it. I'm glad for it. But what I'm saying is, these locations are not all written in history.
No.
We have a book of locations that I've been to, but I promise you, and faithfully, every audio that I have gotten is not written in books. They're not even known in these books. And let me tell you, I have gotten the best of audio from the places that I've gone to. And I've gotten it. But you would have these newbies, these people coming in and saying, I got this is what it is, this is what it is. You would never have known this. Only for the people who has worked their asses off and driving your tailcoat to say, I know this, I know that, I know this. And I always say, not all historical locations is written in the books.
It's not.
We have to investigate.
You know what? I can understand what you're saying there a lot, because I've been to a lot of places. Not the big places, I can say that, but I've been to a lot of places. And I've been doing it for many, many years now. Many years.
Right.
And I decided when I'd gone out, I thought, oh, somebody's having this paranormal investigation. I think I'll book in there and go. And do you know what? I've gone along, and it's sort of like they're controlling who knows what. They're telling you what they're finding. And I've sat back, and you can't even argue with these people.
Right.
They might find new things, but they've come out with things like, oh, well, people say this, well, it's not true. What would they know? It's true to the people who have found this.
Blue-eyed boy.
Right? And you get more because it's like I said before, all this history you see in books. And when you go into a location and you've done this location for like 8, 9, 10 years, you will get more that's not written in these books. And this is what it's called research.
Yeah.
And you get these names, and trust and believe, as God is my judge, I have gotten the best of locations that I've been to. Redwood Castle, Hellfire Club, Milmet Museum, Lep Castle. I've been on Lep Castle twice on TV because of the shit that I've gotten from these locations. The next TV show will be out in October that I keep forgetting about. The last one was, and two of my friends from America last night mailed me and said, different places in America said, "Oh my God, Jenny, I'm watching you on TV. I'm watching you on TV." And I'm like, "What? Like Discovery?" And they said, "No, HBO. We're watching you on TV." I'm like, "No, that was done 2 years ago." And they said, "No, Jenny, we're watching you tonight on TV." And I'm like, in Lep Castle. I'm like, "No, that was like 2 years ago." "Jenny, we're watching you in Haunted Ireland." And I'm like, "No, it's called Spooked Ireland." And they said, "No, it's Haunted Ireland." And I'm like, 2 years later. And then different parts of America and HBO, they're still watching me on TV. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, when I did a tour with you last year, this year, you should have fucking taken notice of me. I told you I was on TV, you know, pictures together. And I told you I did what I do. And I said, they think I was a tour guide. And I'm like, no, I'm not a tour guide. I know places and I know who I know. And I thought it was like, oh my God. And I was like coming home from my holidays and then people are mailing me and I didn't look at my mails and holidays. I came home and I seen 2 messages from people in America that I did a tour with in June. I'm like, Jenny on TV, Jenny on TV. I'm like, yes, Speak to Ireland, Discovery Plus. And they said, no, you're now on HBO on TV. And like, I'm like, I know her. I'm like, I wanted to say, like, I did this stuff. But they think of me as a tour guide, but I'm not a tour guide. I know these places. I'm like, that's nice. Thank you for acknowledging that you see me on TV. And I love that you saw me on TV. And that's great. But I didn't even know that I was on that part of the world of TV. And I'm like, fuck, did I look okay? My hair. But I'm like, shit, that's still going on. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, fuck. Sorry for my language. And I'm like, oh my God, they're still watching it 2 years later. And now we have another show coming out in October from Canada that I had to do a show back in April in Lep Castle. And I'm like, listen, I'm not a bitch. Please, I'm not a tour guide. I'm an investigator. How dare you? How dare you? I know my stuff.
What is like, guys? Well, tomorrow night, guys, we have part 2 of the ghost stories. Wayne will be telling one of his ghost stories that he didn't last week. So then on the 7th of October, guys, myself and Richard and whoever else wants to join us will be starting a film podcast. And because obviously the month of October is everyone's favourite month of Halloween, we will be focused on Halloween films.
Yeah.
We're going retro, we're going right back until we finish with the latest ones that have came out. Guys, I'm super stoked. It will be called Film Buffoonery Banter because we always banter and we love films. So why not stick them together, guys? We've next week on the shows, I've not quite decided yet. I need to get my finger out my arse, folks. Noreen, give me into bother. Mammy Noreen's on top of me. She'll be like that. Get the shows done, bitch. She'll be laughing right now. So I've not quite decided what obviously we're doing yet, guys. But I will keep you updated. I fell behind this week with everything. Kimmy, I will discover how to unblock you, my love.
Kimmy, Kimmy, yes, Kimmy's amazing.
Poor Kimmy will be like that. I'll tell you what, see when I unblock you can write everything about that show. You can even write a review. Her with the fat finger. Honestly, it's just been one of the weeks, guys.
So Alex.
Well, tell my wee love. I will find the unblock button. I have been trying to. I have been trying to fanny about all night trying to find it. But definitely, guys. So there is a lot coming up for us and for the shows and for the network. So keep your eyes peeled. Definitely without a shadow of a doubt. I can't wait till October.
Oh
You
my
know, because I
goodness.
love Halloween.
Bring it on.
I absolutely
Bring
love
on Halloween. Bring on Halloween. I
Yeah.
already have my Christmas decorations taken down.
Oh, stuff Christmas.
I love
I'm like,
Christmas. I love
I'm saying
Christmas.
stuff Christmas.
Like, no, I literally have my fireplace already decorated in Halloween. I have about so many Halloween decorations on my fireplace. I didn't do it yet, but they will all. I'm gonna get some hanging candles.
Candles.
Show. So yeah, I'm gonna. Halloween is gonna happen.
Good, good.
Do you know what? Nick is the best person
No.
because our Nicky boy has every season. That
Everything.
man never misses a season.
Yeah.
He's
Never.
He's the best.
Yeah.
There's, I think there's one of the seasons that I must say to him that I can't. It's not that I can't look at him, but it's the strobe light.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel
Yes,
sick.
it's correct.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's how sometimes when you see my eyes go up or go round about, I'm trying to avoid Nick's lighting. So please,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you just
It
say
can trigger something
Or I'll
like
wear
some
my
people's have
sunspec.
epileptic fits that, you know.
Exactly. You could easily do that.
for some reason they make me feel sick. Like there was a game that I used to play that had strobe lighting, and then I'd get a migraine, and then I'd be violently sick.
Yeah.
And then obviously, with somebody, don't get me wrong, I think it says Jenny's going to bash me because she's going to think it's an Irish thing. But it's his green. I'm sure it's his green light. It gives, but I love the
Yeah.
Irish. I love you, Jenny. I love all the Irish people. Never upset an Irish woman because they'll kick your arse.
kick your ass.
But
That's nice.
but definitely, but we need to. Oh, for God's sake, see this bloody man? He's in and out like a.
Oh, Lord. Are we off live now? Not yet. No.
No.
No, not yet.
No,
Can't
not
take
yet.
yet.
Because we've got somebody.
I came back.
What? There he comes. He's back.
Oh, Jesus, my voice
Just for a
is going.
second.
Oh,
That's nice.
That wasn't me. That
hello,
was,
you
that was-
big handsome devil.
Oh my God.
It wasn't him. No, of course not.
I don't know. He comes on podcast just to check his chicken.
Yeah.
Right, this is not funny. My fat fingers is not working tonight. I
Wow.
swear to God, I brought Tom up. I put him off. I put him on.
You took him off again.
Wow.
He's going to think I'm taking the piss. It's my fat fingers.
Oh, his pickle.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna talk about my pickle now.
Oh, Lord.
Uh,
Hey, my dog.
Guys, I think I need to
Right
go.
screen.
I think I need to go and lie down in a dark room somewhere. It's just not my night.
That they were. Hey, we can talk about. Hey,
Yeah, that one.
I tell you, you know,
Tom,
sometimes.
Oh, no.
Hey, Angelina, my love.
Tom, can I ask you a question,
What?
Tom?
I mean,
What tickles your pickle?
you can. What?
What tickles
Oh my
your pickle?
Nice.
Hey, Angelina.
Hiya.
Oh,
That's nice.
that's a loaded question. Did you see what I did there?
That's a loaded question.
I mean, look at me. I got the puns for days.
Hi.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Hey, it was your Christmas.
Hey.
Wait, you said it's got to be a
Put a
Christmas.
hal-
What?
What?
Oh, guys.
What?
Okay.
Tom, when is Tom's World back on?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll do a live feed tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
When are you doing my golf?
You know, it's funny you should mention that, because I was thinking
You've
I was thinking maybe tonight.
Not for a while.
I don't know if Joe's still watching. I know he was watching earlier.
He was
But
earlier.
maybe tonight. But, you know, but there might be. I don't know if it's going to be live anywhere. But if it is, I'll let you know.
Could you leave it to Monday when it's? See if you could leave it to Monday for Lois's birthday, please.
Well, but
That could be my
Mondays are
birthday present.
usually my day.
Yay.
Mondays are usually my day to do a live feed for my channel. Because it's usually Monday night. But only because I record a video
That's
on
even
Sunday
better.
and then I edit it Sunday night.
Yeah, we did the
But-
Minecraft on Sunday, and then you have your Monday thing on.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
getting my ass to bed.
All right.
I'm getting
Kiss
my
your ass.
Oh, you're going to bed?
I'm getting my ass to bed.
Oh,
I'm getting my ass to bed. It's been, listen, I've had a long
oh,
bloody of Lanzarote. I've had a long week, and now come home.
Yeah, overcoming your fear of flying. Yeah, that was a good one.
You're such an arse, Tom. You're such an arse.
Yeah.
You're such an arse. I'm like a little bit tired, and my voice is a little bit gone. So I'm gonna get my ass to bed.
oh, my wee
Mhm.
All
lovely.
right, Jen.
Right, off you go, Jen.
Been lovely to
Thank you
see
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much. I thought we were ending the show now. No, we're not
Okay.
ending it. Are we ending the show or not?
Well,
No.
since Tom's
No,
come back in, I'm going
Yeah,
to do
still
another
live up
5
there.
minutes since Tom come in again.
Okay.
Bloody pest.
Again and again and again.
Okay, I'll stay for 5 minutes. I'll stay a little bit longer. I'll stay a little bit
He's-
longer.
Okay.
My voice will get a little bit sore.
Because obviously he's always in and out. I know that sounds so wrong on so many levels.
Yeah.
Not saying a word.
Oh, matron.
Well, it's only on that many levels that it keeps going up and down. So,
He's,
So what are you all
He-
doing on
he's
the
at- I don't know.
weekend?
Oh my god.
the weekend I'll be having a quiet one, I think. Just a quiet one.
On my weekend, I'm going back to Lanzarote. I'm not.
Oh,
No,
lovely.
no,
You wish.
no, I'm staying home. I have to prepare for my next show coming up. I have a great show coming up on
Good night,
the 4th
beauty.
of October. I have a great show coming up on the 4th of October. It's going to
Hi,
be
Joanne.
one of the. I will put the show up. I'll put the post up when I need to put it up, but it's going to be a great one.
Brill.
It's going to be a great show on the 4th of October. So I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be so exciting. It's all about EVPs.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. And it's
Oh.
going to be live feed EVPs.
yeah.
So anybody asking a
Right.
question, we're going to be asking a question on live. And we will get the live responses from that EVP.
Right.
So,
I know what you're doing. Yeah, it's good. I like to do that. It's good.
so it's not mine. It's my guest that I have on
Yeah.
the 4th of October. So their equipment, but I'm not going to put it up now. I'm going to put it up in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the creme de la creme of what I love to do in EVPs.
Yes.
So that's what
Okay.
we're going to be doing next.
That sounds pretty good.
No.
What about you,
Sounds
Robert?
good.
What are you doing weekend?
Not a whole lot. I'll probably get out again and do some more walking on the prosthetic. Don't know exactly when, because I did Tuesday, Wednesday, and yesterday and today the side of the stump has been aching, so I don't know whether I
Yeah.
overdid it or not, but I'll go out and try and get some more walking in. But apart from that, not a whole lot. We've done the washing, so that's done. Just got to fold it back up now. Done shopping, so I'll probably try and get out and get some more photos of the kangaroos and the other animals and stuff around the place.
Can I say very quickly, when I was in Lanzarote,
Yeah.
and just very quickly, and the first person I thought of was Robert. Was when I seen these ring neck diamond doves. I know these birds, they're pigeons, and I used to own a few of them. But I was surreal to see these squawking parrots flying around that island, and I'm like, oh my God! And they're like, let me tell you, and I swear to God, to you, Robert, and I'm like, and I said to my friend, and I said, this is what they should be doing. This is what they should be doing. They should not be in cages. This is what they should be doing. And for me, for me in Ireland, they should be like, birds and crows and whatever in Ireland. When I saw them flying around Lanzarote and I seen these parrots, and I'm like, and people are like, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, these are parrots, like a natural birds, and they're flying around. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, I want to take you home and love you and squeeze you. I'll be a new mommy, and I want to hug you and squeeze you.
Do you know what, Jenny?
Oh well, down where we're going, they got the red ones called the king parrots, and they're completely red.
Goodness.
So
these Robert, the first person was you, and I wanted to mail you. Oh my God. And I wanted to mail you, Robert, and say, Robert,
Tom,
what is these?
Roadrunner.
But they flew so fast.
You got to go up and down with your head.
No, oh my God, they were like squawking. And I'm like, I remember doing a video when I was in the pool, and these birds were flying over my head, and I'm like, and you can hear them, and I'm like, these are the birds that are here. They're not like just normal birds, and I could see these birds flying.
Watch out for the car.
Their parents. Listen, I'm just gonna not keep talking about this, but I can see. No, this is no different from me. When to Robert, I'm talking to seriously to Robert. When I see these birds flying into these these trees, and I'm like, this is normal for them, normal. And I'm like, holy fuck, we have these birds in different countries as pets, and for me, it's very abnormal for me to see this. That these birds are just like crows for me or seagulls to me, and to see these birds just flying around like no one takes any notice, and I'm like, I'm in the pool, and I'm like, good squad, I'm like turning around, and I'm like almost drowning, and saying, where's the fucking bird? Where's the bird? And I'm like, oh my God! I said, and I remember doing a video, and these are normal birds, parrots, and I seen 4 of them in one palm tree, and I'm like. And I said to my friend, this is how it should be. These are just birds that crows to me in Ireland. These are birds naturally native in Lanzarote in Spain.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not normal for me.
Oh, that's...
And that for me was a little different. A very little different that this is not normal for me. And these birds are beautiful and living the way they should live. And I for me was like, oh fuck, these birds, these birds, and I love that, and I really wanted to catch it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna get off this now right now. I was thinking at one point. I was thinking at one point.
What?
Uh-oh. She gone. She'll be back.
What about you, Tom? What you doing?
Jenny, she's like that.
What?
What you doing weekend?
I don't know. I would guess that Stephanie and I are probably just going to be in this weekend. Last weekend we went out. We went to a bar that's actually not far from where I work, a brewery. And we saw like 3 bands play. I remember one. Really bad thing is I'm the one that drove.
Oh,
But
Oh,
but-
you're going to get, Tom, you're going to get a spanking.
If he's lucky.
But so we'll probably stay in this weekend. I gotta make a video this weekend. I just don't know where to go. I'm running out of
Yeah.
places locally to go to. I mean, if you go to my channel, I have
Scotland?
hundreds of videos of the local area around here.
I'll teleport you to Scotland if you want.
Sure. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of
Yeah,
places
just wake
there.
up, just get into Narnia, and you'll come out in Scotland.
So
Although
what-
there is one place that I do have to go to
Um,
locally. It's a museum, but it's a museum of paranormal and vampires.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It's not far. It's about a half hour away. It's just this
Yeah.
time of year. It might be a little crowded.
It's getting overrun.
Because we're getting into the Halloweeny season and everybody wants to go do those things.
Yeah.
And I found out about this place about a year ago, and I didn't go there for that reason. And I thought, no, I'll go there in the summer, and I never did.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll get there. But it's got like genuine historical vampire hunting equipment from like the 1600s, 1700s, stuff like that.
Real.
I don't know what they have as far as paranormal because nobody ever does a complete walkthrough of the place when they've done videos of it. It's called Vampa, VAMPA, and it's in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. So if you want to look that up,
Doylestown.
Yep,
it's
it looks like a really cool place. Huh? Time.
What we'll need to do, guys, to wrap
Yep.
Yeah.
up because Joe will be on after.
Yeah.
Joe's doing a show
everybody
tonight?
come and check us out tomorrow weekend if you don't tune in. I'm sure Joe's doing a show tonight because he's always after me. But a good one. Bye,
Yeah, but
everyone.
he hasn't.
Yeah.
See ya.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Richard, where are you?
Bye.
Bye.
Right,